And then Hogg is bullying me, going, look how ugly you are. You're a piece of crap. You know, you're a this journalist. I can't say the cuss words on air. You got sued. All of this is defamatory. None of it's true. And he's saying he wants to debate, and I bet a lot, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'll bet you a chicken fried steak and all the beer you can drink, that Hogg does not get on this show live with me. And I'll be totally polite, because they want me to try to crucify him. This was stupid baiting, whoever's handling that account. Well, I got bad news for you, and I got bad news for you. And then I got, well, some good news. President Trump's announcing he's running early to build up steam and momentum, and so that Republicans that are going to get behind him can be identified, so they won't be able to stab him in the back once the election really cranks up. It's a smart move. And I know Trump overall has done a lot of good things. The globalists hate him. They're trying to destroy him. The bad news is he's meeting with nations' governors right now. Fox News is reporting, pitching gun control, bump stock bans, and on top of that, raising the age to 18 to buy semi-automatic rifles. That sells the idea that banning things is how you stop crime or stop psychopaths or stop people on serotonin reuptake inhibitors. Every mass shooter has been on serotonin reuptake inhibitors. Every one. And this guy included. Now, bump stocks really don't work, and they're a crap product in my view. And but still, you can't give the dog a bone, because pretty soon you're giving him the whole cow. And that's the plan. There's always going to be mass shootings. There's always going to be crazy people. If we take all the guns, we'll be in communist China, where they execute millions of people every few years. I mean, but our media never humanizes the Chinese. So that said, that's a bad situation. Now, the really big news here is that thousands of YouTube channels of every prominent gun group, you name it, veterans groups, hunting groups, shooting club groups, from just duck hunting to you name it, is all being banned. And the way they do it is first, oh, this is a community guideline strike. We won't tell you what it is, but this 4-H shooting club video is banned. That's one strike. Then, oh, your site's frozen, 2 strikes. And then they delete you. And they make you feel like you did it. That's how I was able to say Friday, you know, they've done the 1 strike the CNN's calling for, and then they'll do the 2nd and freeze our channel. It's now frozen today. And then in a couple of days, oh, and we found another one. Oh, look. And the media will say, oh, look, he didn't learn. And then it's not censorship. We just said that you were bullying children and said things you didn't say and then deleted you. And then the media doesn't announce it's a purge against everybody. They just say, oh, it's just against Alex Jones and the NRA. And all over David Hogg's Twitter, the main spokesperson, the senior, the young man who's all over the news, a public figure, if you even talk about him, they delete your videos. The videos they deleted today were us saying we believe he's not a crisis actor. We believe he's been given lines, and the other students have, because out of 4 students, you've got 3,000 others that weren't talked to, just like the fake CNN town hall that was scripted. That's a national issue. Tucker Carlson sounds just like me, because what he's talking about is the same thing. He isn't getting deleted, not yet. You see? So this is very dangerous. And so Dr. Corsi had his channel frozen today for a very milquetoast video. There was no threats, no nothing. It was just how Trump's going to strike back against the globalists in 2018 and how he's going to use these different executive orders to go after their offshore money, how these big corporations pay 0 taxes, a la we've got Amazon made $5.6 billion in profits last year, paid 0 in federal taxes. Silicon Valley faces perfect storm of public contempt for all their censorship and control. So here we are. They've got a big PR campaign run by CNN to ban InfoWars. And they even say, we're going to ban everybody. But that's the cover. Oh, they did that. All the conservatives are gone because they're bullies. And they don't show how we were a bully. And then Dana Loesch and others get up and they say, murderer, we're going to kill you, we're going to burn you. That's cute, that's funny. You see? And hashtag hunt Republicans and kill the NRA billboards. They all stay up. It's amazing. So, continuing. David Hogg has come out today and called me a piece of you-know-what. a you-know-what-T journalist who is an idiot. He says, I got sued for lies about survivors and victims of another school shooting, which is a Violence Policy Center Brady campaign lie, they always say. They just keep saying that. All because I said that I couldn't prove one way or the other if people died there. And my own listeners got mad at me saying it was a hoax. They just think because I'm fair and balanced about things that I must be weak on it. So now they make up that I've been sued about that. It's just bizarre. But Hogg says, hey, Alex Jones, you seem to be really confused as to what I do. I do who I am, and I'd love to come on and clear some of this up because clearly, as a you-know-what journalist, you can't. Clearly. And then he's got stuff in here about when your snake oil only makes you do this 45 days later. I mean, I lost like 15 pounds, gained muscle. And yeah, I had been to the beach right before, so I was more tan. We shot it in the same area of the office, fluorescent lighting. You can see how much softer I was, see how much more tone I got. I mean, I'm a husky guy, but I mean, I lost a lot of weight. I mean, that's amazing. So he goes, I might not be great with spelling or punctuation, but unlike Jones, do research and don't sell snake oil to the masses. Yeah, Jeff Bezos is the biggest supplement seller in the world and doesn't pay taxes, but he's okay. But the Washington Post writes articles about how I'm a snake oil salesman, but I sell many of the same products that Whole Foods and Amazon do, just private labeled at a lower price. So again, think about how they operate. Think about how stupid they think you are. And then it's always the same talking point by every leftist group is snake oil, and you got sued for Sandy Hook, and just all these things that aren't even true, but it's what they've come up with. And if Hogg isn't being told what to say, he's going out and copying what other people say, because we all know the attacks. And this is the attack on your free speech. And people are going, yeah, Alex, we know we're all getting kicked off Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We're all getting censored. You know, help us. I know it's thousands of sites. I can't even keep track of it. And there's no news coverage of the purge. And then the president, when he gets told about it, says, well, they're not going to censor me. They're censoring everything that magnifies the Make America Great Again agenda. And then they lie about Donald Trump Jr. and say that he said nobody died and they were crisis actors. He just pointed out, why is it 4 kids out of 3,000 and why are they all in the drama club? And that's a fact. But I want to be clear. YouTube, let me do a document cam shot, please, for TV viewers, gave us these new strikes on the Alex Jones channel. The first one was David Hogg can't remember his lines, remember? And then it's them telling him what to say on camera and fumbling around. And clearly he's being told what to say. And then the new strikes are, what is to blame for the Florida high school shooting? And then we say SSRIs, not responding to the warnings. That's Owen Schroyer. And then this is myself and Milo. We did another one, learn more. The truth about crisis actors in the Florida shooting. Now, that's a YouTube-style headline. And then we say, we do not believe they're crisis actors. We believe the shooting's real, out of the gates. And we talk about how I'd been censored that day by CNN and how they were involved in tortious interference and racketeering. So my response saying, they don't want you to know that I believe real people died, and I'm not attacking David Hogg, that's what they took down, says is bullying. And then David Hogg could sit there and say, I challenge you, you piece of garbage, you snake oil salesman, you moron. I challenge you, and that's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, InfoWars has been chosen as a microcosm of how to ban free speech on social networks. And if you're able to do that, if you're able to shut us down, you can shut everybody down. That has been openly announced by News Corp, by Google, and by others, and they think we're morons. But we have hidden camera footage, you name it. I want to get into all the other big world news as well, tell you about some of the guests that are coming up. But before we do that, we just had big developments during the break. Michael Zimmerman just came in here, who's over our YouTube channels and our streaming. If we do a document cam shot, I can show the viewers this. We told you how YouTube is engaging in strikes against our account, saying that we said no one died and that it was crisis actors. And then the videos In all the videos, we say people died, it was real, and the young adults are not crisis actors, but that they are on the acting team, and out of 3,000 students have been chosen by the media to make it look like everyone's anti-gun, which isn't true. Now, that's absolute fact. So, CNN says, we want the Alex Jones channel banned last Friday, unprecedented, wanting another media outlet banned. They said they filed more complaints over the weekend. They removed videos where we were critical of CNN and said that CNN was involved in racketeering. Now, one of the videos, David Hogg can't remember his lines. We point out that he's clearly on camera. They've taken this video down everywhere. And someone's filming him off camera while he's being interviewed by national news, but they're taping it. And he keeps going, I can't remember. What do I say? Okay, no, it wasn't a drill. It was a mass shooting. And we say he's probably really tired, or were they feeding him lines? And the person's feeding him lines off camera. That doesn't mean the shooting didn't happen. You can see the video for yourself on Infowars.com. Well, CNN knows this is getting a lot of attention. They're the ones running this. They admit they're running this inside YouTube. Also, again, the New York Times is on hidden camera, saying that they interface and tell YouTube how to censor us, that we're the main enemy because we understand how they run their scams. Well, just minutes ago, they removed the second strikes. They just removed the second strike. Now, they rejected our appeal on the first strike, so we can't live stream on that channel, but they had frozen the entire channel as of the middle of the night last night, as of this morning, saying we bullied children. And then they'll never say what that means, but then the media says, oh, did you hear Jones had his video deleted saying nobody died? Then you actually watch the video, we re-upload, it gets 7 million views, and it's people saying the police stood down. Well, that's what's been confirmed now. It's in mainstream news now. We told you the day after it happened, because we just went to the students and to local newscast and to what was being filmed at press conferences, but that didn't make the news, that they didn't want you to see. And we said, maybe these are wrong reports. Maybe these young people are wrong. But, I mean, we never say we know what's going on until it's cut and dry. So, we had videos responding to CNN being involved in this, and clearly it's tortious interference. I've talked to my lawyers. It's unprecedented to have another media outlet in your own private account filing complaints on you and then misrepresenting what the videos were to shut you down. I mean, that's what the mafia does. That's the definition of racketeering laws, was to stop big, powerful groups getting together to squeeze out smaller groups. We own the grocery stores in this area, Queens. You don't sell to us, it's going to burn down. Or the inspectors are harassing your little grocery store because you won't sell, and finally you sell. That's racketeering. They call it discrimination if you won't bake a gay couple of cake. I say bake their cake. But $500,000, what about this? Because we're in the top 1/10 of 1% of YouTube. And they know that. And they know this is massive tortious interference. It's racketeering. It's so criminal that the courts will have to, in a civil case, rule against them, even though it's civil, because it'll set the precedent for massive organized crime going forward if they don't get in trouble. But here's the deal. The big investors at CNN, they don't care, man. They're using news outlets as cutouts for intelligence operations. That's what this is, to set the precedent to shut us down. They already tried to destroy talk radio, buy it out, buy out the local stations, take the sponsors, tried to kick everybody off air, support those local affiliates. That's so critical. But here, document cam shot for TV viewers. I'll describe it for radio listeners. Community guidelines. So they upheld the first fake strike, which itself is not what they say we said. And then they got rid of the strike two. What is to blame for the Florida high school shooting? And we said SSRIs, lack of response time, stand down, people in government custody. That's almost always who's involved. That's the MO. That's the fingerprints. Then the truth about crisis actors in the Florida shooting. First thing we say, and by the way, Zimmerman's uploading those videos now from the computers where they were uploaded to our servers. I think he's probably done. As soon as he's done, I want to have those clips for us here. They're going to be on InfoWars because you can go see for yourself. We say, the first thing we say is, there were not crisis actors. This shooting really happened. That's then banned for us saying they were crisis actors. But here's the bigger issue. If we wanted to say that they were really flying one-horned, one-eyed, purple people eaters, or that they were Chinese jet pilots from deep space, or that they were purple dragons, or they identified as golden dragonettes or beautiful ornate buildings, as Google executives do, I'm not kidding, that if we want to be crazy online about a big public event and public figures and we don't believe any of it, you know, a schizophrenic doesn't believe something, that's their right too, that you don't then ban them. But we didn't even do that. And then Hogg is bullying me, going, look how ugly you are. You're a piece of crap. You know, you're a this journalist. I can't say the cuss words on air. You got sued. All of this is defamatory. None of it's true. And he's saying he wants to debate, and I bet a lot, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'll bet you a chicken fried steak and all the beer you can drink, that Hogg does not get on this show live with me. And I'll be totally polite, because they want me to try to crucify him. This was stupid baiting, whoever's handling that account. Stupid, stupid baiting to go, oh, look, Alex is a fat person. Oh, he's a piece of crap. Oh, he's an idiot. And then to have the sub, yeah, he lost his kids. Not true. Yeah, he got sued for, you know, hurting kids at Sandy Hook. All lies. And he's bullying me. They're on CNN. He's a young man. He's a high school senior, a public figure, and he's on there with Stelter and all of them saying, Stelter saying, ban Alex Jones, and Glenn Beck's like, yeah, they're not doing enough. Think about this. And then YouTube finally went, whoa. Last Friday, this isn't like the normal people. Because they just totally ban people, don't even tell them why all the time. Much less do their whole fake strike thing or their community guidelines deal that they run and control. Or it's not like a copyright claim or anything, they just feel like it. They say, oh, some anonymous person flagged you off to the gulag. They're going, wait a minute. We banned these videos last week and they got 7+ million views. It was a top story on Drudge. We better reinstate it till nobody's paying attention and ban him later. Because they're like, whoa, this is getting too much attention. We need to back down. Because, of course, his article, you know, is in front of the president right now about how they need to move with civil rights violations, racketeering, but really Sherman antitrust and large corporations and groups saying we're not going to rent cars to black people. We're not going to sell houses to black people. Well, if you're a conservative or pro-gun or whatever, we're going to misrepresent what you said and do and then ban you from the electronic media, from the digital media, which is a civil rights violation in the modern age. Because they've advertised themselves in Congress as a utility. So they're trying to block conservatives from access to services. Oh, they've committed a lot of crimes, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, these mics are terrible. Alex Jones on lead guitar.
We now take you live to the Central Texas Command Center and the heart of the resistance. It's Alex Jones.
Introducing Icarin, a 30-day liver and kidney cleanse, exclusively available at InfoWarsLife.com. We have set out with top researchers and developers to bring you the strongest, purest, most potent, documented system for your liver and your kidneys. There are 2 different formula blends in one powerful capsule. It also funds the InfoWar, a total 360 win. Icarin, available now at InfoWarsLife.com.